Today we are going to explore the Accelerated Instruction module and the different tabs that are used in this process. To get to the page, first click on the AI Student Support tab on the left-hand sidebar. If you are a campus level user, only your campus is available on the dropdown. If you are a campus administrator, you do not need to select a teacher or class. If you do not select a teacher or class, by default it will bring up the whole grade level. If you are a teacher, you must select a teacher and if you want a class. Then select the current grade of the students that you want to see. In this example, we will select grade 5. Then select the year the test was taken and the test you are referring to. After selecting all the filters, you will run this by clicking on the play button. After you click play, the first tab will populate. Make sure that you are looking under the tab AI HB 1416. The first tab under that will say roster by test, which will report all the students under the filters you provided. Right now, we're looking at all the students in 5th grade who took the 5th grade math STAR test in 2024 and did not meet the standard. Now I will explain each of the column headers. The first column is the campus, and since we've chosen Anderson Elementary, all of these should refer to that. The second column is the student's individual ID, and the third column is the student's name. The fourth column is the student's grade level, which should all be 5. Now this column contains the hours that have already been earned by each student towards accelerated instruction, and this column is the total hours needed. This number is initially calculated by EduGens based on the data that is available according to the TEA rules for calculating these hours, but your campus can change these if you feel that they are not 100% accurate. The process of changing these hours will be covered in a different video. When looking at the hours needed, the next column labeled reason shows the reason for needing this amount of hours. For example, 2DNM, according to the legend above, means a student did not pass the test for 2 consecutive years in the same content area. When looking at the legend, you can see a list of all the reasons. Did not meet means that the student did not meet the standard for the test. LDNM means low did not meet, and HDNM means high did not meet. 2DNM means that the student did not meet the standard for 2 consecutive years. E2DNM is specifically for high school where they did not meet the level in English 2. Lastly, RTST means the student is a retester. The column tested grade refers to the grade level that the test is based on. The score column should have 4 numbers, in which the legend is at the top left, where it says scale score, raw score, score code, and test version. For example, the first number of 1480 is the scale score, the second number of 13 is the raw score, the score code and test version are both S. Now I will explain how to enter a review and hours. I can enter reviews by going to their student profiles. I can select one or more students by checking the box on the left next to each row. In this example, I will select the first 5 students, then click on this link called Student Profile. This should open up a new window with each of the students' profiles that you have collected. From here, I will go to this tab called Accelerated Instruction. Since we are looking at the Math STAR test, let's head to the correct tab. ELA is for English, Language, and Arts Reviews, MA is for Math Reviews, SC is for Science Reviews, and SS is for Social Studies Reviews. Now let's head to the MA tab. Here you can add reviews using the Add Review option. Clicking on this should open up a pop-up as shown. Using this, you can choose the current and upcoming review date. When chosen an upcoming review date, it will give you a reminder notification for this day. Then select the assessment. Here we will choose the 2024 5th grade math STAR test and the type of review you want to cover. After that, you can fill in the boxes with details of the review. When selecting details, remember that the highlighted red options are mandatory while the other boxes are optional. Now let's add an hour and a half into the duration box. When adding time, make sure to use the unit in minutes. For example, I will enter 90 minutes into the duration box if the lesson is 1.5 hours. If I want to add the same review for all 5 students instead of only one, select the Mass Assign button in the top right corner of the pop-up. If not, this review will only be added to this student, whereas if you select the Mass Assign button, this same review will be added to all the students that you selected on the previous page. Then click Save. As you can see, a new row has been created to show the review session that includes the details you've inputted. Lastly, let's head back to the previous page to see the new review hours that were inputted. Now it shows that these students have completed 1.5 hours of accelerated instruction. We hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on logging review sessions. Thank you and happy teaching.